So, does everyone know what jaundice is? So, jaundice is, it's not necessarily a disease, but it's something inside someone's body and skin, and it pigments them yellow. Now, when someone is pigmented yellow,
sorry, Ty. Whoever said that again.
what did they say?
Where you need to filter yourself.
Okay, I need to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna set some rules real quick. I would prefer, while I'm talking, if I do not ask a question, do not talk, and please keep it appropriate, because this is a very, very special time just for you guys, and that's all thanks to Ms. Clemenger. So please don't ruin this for everyone else. Thank you. So, jaundice pigments the skin yellow. Now, bananas are a tropical fruit. They grow near the equator, and they're found in Latin America, Africa, and the Caribbean. Bananas are also yellow. Jaundice relates to bananas. Because they are yellow, jaundice makes us yellow. But here's the thing. 50% of our DNA matches bananas' DNA. So next time you see someone in the hospital, let them know on the good news. So, are you related to banana? Probably. Because all life is made of pretty much the same things. Now, we're gonna move east. We're already here. But on the map, instead of in America, we're gonna go to Asia. Now, Asia is a very big place. And this very big place makes a lot of rice. Now, to make rice, you must be prepared to make rice. And I'm prepared to make rice today. We will be farmers. Now, Asia produces 7 million tons of rice yearly. Now, this rice is shipped everywhere across the world. This rice, we put it in our foods, we use it as accounting measures and math. A bit of a waste, but 7 million tons. 700 million tons, excuse me, I was wrong. Now, if we stick in Asia, we're gonna go to Japan. Japan, ramen, kinda correlate, ramen is in Japan, originated in Japan too. Ramen is a tasty treat for everyone to enjoy. So, now, Japan, we'll come back to it. But now, we're going to talk about some more agricultural foods. Potatoes. Can anyone tell me where potatoes originated from? Except for Matt. Go.
Ireland.
Wrong.
Dang it.
Go.
Idaho.
No. Potatoes might be a shock, but potatoes originate in no.
Hawaii?
Peru. The opposite side of the world. So why is Ireland known for potatoes when they don't even come from Ireland? It doesn't make any sense. A tasty little treat, it's in your McDonald's meals, is closer to you than where people think it started in. If that's just me thinking that's pretty weird, there's something wrong with you guys. Corn. Now, we live in a place where corn is made everywhere. But I bet not a lot of you knew that corn originated in Mexico 7,000 years ago. The first corn was cultivated and breeded with grass seeds. And now we get a tasty yellow treat to go on our soups, to go by our steaks. delicious. Now, farms of seaweed. Seaweed you can farm. I know it's a bit interesting, why would we farm seaweed? Well, if you've ever had sushi, not all people like it, but it's used for that. And you can also use it for fire purposes. Seaweed is farmed by the coast of China, Indonesia, the Philippines, South Korea, and Japan. Seaweed, you can cook and eat it. Wouldn't recommend. It's a paper brick. Now, we've talked about seaweed. Now we're going to talk about landweed. Hemp it originated in Central Asia. However, it was not always put into your body in any way. It was actually used for fiber and rope. People would make rope out of this weed. And somehow, someone thought it'd be a good idea to smoke it. Personally, I do not smoke weed. However, I think I know some people that do. Now, we're gonna go back to the main part of the equator. Cocoa beans. Cocoa beans are mainly from West Africa. Very, very close to the equator though. They need to have the perfect temperatures. The Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon. Now, cocoa beans are from seeds. Coffee beans are beans. They aren't related. Why are cocoa beans called cocoa beans when they should be cocoa seeds? Some people like cocoa powder, just raw cocoa powder. It's not sweet. You make sugar out of cocoa beans. Some people ingest it when it's Don't do it. Now, we're gonna move to some really dry climates instead of the moisty, wet climates. Aloe vera. Aloe vera can be a really, really tasty treat, or it can be a medical plant. More likely, it's the medical reason. However, you can eat it with certain sugary substances, which makes it really good. And surprisingly, it is healthy for you. 25 million farm animals. So we talked about the plants, now we're going to talk about the animals. 25 million are killed and slaughtered every day. You clap. But what if you were slaughtered? Now, these animals, some people eat them, some people eat the plants. Vegetarians. Now, it is really sad that these animals die. A lot of them die on a daily basis. And it really isn't as okay as people think it is. That is my opinion, though. However, not only are domestic, safe animals are killed yearly, wild animals are too. Hawks, owls, squirrels, skunks, deer, coyotes, foxes, mountain lions, bobcats, and other species of rodents are affected by farming every year, killing them because of the poisons that we put on these plants. Bet you didn't know you're eating poison. So, we consume the poison, it doesn't kill us. Or does it? You never know. Maybe if we didn't eat plants that were farmed by untrustworthy farmers, we'd live longer. But no one knows because they are eating the untrusted plants. Now, you got to be careful with these farms. These farms, The dangerous! Farms pose a threat to the consumers. We eat the cow. The cow eat the grass. The grass eat the nutrients. What is in the nutrients? I don't know. However, these cows, if they eat the farm plants, think of the danger that can put us in. They eat the poison, we eat the poisoned meat. We get sick, and we might die. Terrible conclusion, it works. So, I hope you know how dangerous agriculture can be across the world. We stretched out of America because we talk about it all the time. So, if you have any comments, if you have any concerns, or you have something amazing to share with us today, go for it.
What was the point of jaundice?
So, you know how we're related to bananas? It further proves my point. Go ahead.
So did she tell you you have to be like, you have to include something that makes it like we learn something?
I decided for the very first one that I could make something informational to prove that I am an eligible source. So, you know, eventually I can sneak things in, you know, so.
Says the person who doesn't know where the nutrients from plants come from. Have you ever heard something like this?
Go ahead.
Mr. Ty.
Yes.
Are you guilty of eating these animals?
Objection. Go ahead.
Does this make us related to the sun as well? The sun's yellow.
Everyone is related to the sun. We are all bright stars.
Yeah, don't put that camera on me. Okay, remember, even though I'm out here, your
She can
questions
still
need to be
hear.
appropriate and for Ty's response to me.
All right. Any other comments, concerns, questions? Go ahead.
For your next TED Talk or Thai Talk or whatever you want to call it,
So
I'd
my
like
name
to
is
see
not
some
Ted.
more like things that step out of the boundaries of being considered politically correct or classroom safe, if you want to put it that
yes.
way.
I'm gonna tell you now. Danger's coming.
Oh boy.
All right. Go ahead.
Why are you looking so scrumptious today?
I'm sorry. I like my ladies, sir. Alrighty.
I must say, that was a beautiful transition from seaweed to landweed.
Thank you. I like to think of my transitions as pretty corny.
Is there any way we can keep up with this if we're not present during the actual event of Titan?
We have a YouTube.
There
You can
will be a
subscribe to
YouTube channel
Comedy
being
Time.
recorded right now. Subscribe.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Hit that notification button. Now, this was Dangerous Agriculture. I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be more next week. I was running on a bit of a tight schedule, so if it's not as funny as you guys thought it would be, I deeply apologize. I promise it'll get better.